and welcome to my channel. Perhaps you are asking yourself, is he just showing off this office? Perhaps I am, but there is a bigger reason for that. Already in my introductory video, I talked about what I do, what I'm doing now after my retirement. But even when you set your goals, you need something else, motivation. One is obviously I like what I do, but also there is nobody actually who pushes me or who monitors me. I need to monitor myself. And you need tricks really to help you to actually wake up in the morning looking forward to doing what you set yourself to do. One of those things is a office setup. For me, a beautiful office is one of those things that I'm using to motivate me. If you look behind me, you've already seen that earlier. Just behind me there, isn't that a beautiful, background? That's a painting. That painting was bought by my former colleagues. It was a parting gift really, and I really am loving it. Look what it is doing to my office. And I don't think when they bought it, Kiaganze Namiso and Ian, I don't think they knew what I was going to use it for. Neither did I. Now when I started actually, looking of things that would make me look forward to waking up in the morning, that painting was one of those things that came to mind, that I'm going to use it to make sure that I spice up my space and it looks beautiful. I love beautiful things. As I grow older, I actually like them even more. So it's one of those things that really, when I look around, it gives me a reason to continue working. And then there is that things to do, that whiteboard there. I bought it specifically so I could write things, I could see things on it. Often there's only 2 items there, and the reason being that I don't like cluttering my diary, and when that happens I don't feel overwhelmed. So that is the reason for that board. And then you can even see, hi Sandy, and then you can also, I can also see that from very far away when there's only 2 items. So when I turn this way, it's my things to do. When I look behind, is my painting. When I look this side, I talked about those 2 items. Now, here I don't know whether you can see, maybe not. Yeah, but where my hand is, these are goals. These are short-term goals, and I struck just 2 short-term. Actually, also maybe I should say weekly goals. So I would extract only 2, put in the things to do, and only focus on that. So when I look at these, I'm also very motivated to work. I know these are my goals. I cannot sit around without doing them. They will not drive themselves, so they motivate me as well. And at the bottom, I know also you won't see right at the bottom there, I also write in red, or in bold, because these things are not cast in stone. I can also change the setup of my office. I can change everything here just to make sure that it looks beautiful. This one here is at the bottom is my website, my URL for my website. I write it there, and it also reminds me that it's an achieved goal. That is the other thing that I do. Achieved goal in the sense that I actually talked about it in the previous video, that I created or developed a website from scratch, and it is called africansuccess.com. And just looking at it, it gives me something to look forward to, or rather it actually tells me I know how to start projects and I know how to see them through, so I don't quit all the time. I used to, or rather I actually had so many brilliant ideas, but because of the problem of procrastination, it has always been my problem. I would not actually finish, or sometimes I would not even start, because I would now start thinking what could go wrong, and once that started cluttering my mind, I would stop doing that, and I would just sit back. It would be more comfortable, actually. It's better when you just sit back and do nothing. Your body feels better. At the same time, at the back of your mind, you are like, oh my God, I started this, I didn't finish again. That's why I need an office like this. That's why I need all these things to remind me of what it is really that I should be looking forward to. So this motivates me. And I actually talked about an achieved goal, which has become one of my favorites. I remind myself what I am capable of doing. I will show you one other thing that I put around myself to motivate me, to tell me I can start a project and finish it or see it through. This one here, this is just the cover, the cover of a book I wrote. You can see it's framed. I wrote a book, and I didn't really set out to do that. A friend of mine who is also a colleague, Nameto, she saw an advert in the newspaper that said they are inviting people to write books. It was actually by British Council and Books Botswana. So she said, you could actually do it and possibly win that. I wasn't thinking of writing anything. I was like, maybe I can, maybe not. So I didn't take it seriously. She persisted until I started writing. I only had some weeks to write it, because I did not start when she actually suggested it. So I actually wrote and won that category. There were 3 categories, by the way. This was junior fiction. I entered, I wrote the book, and I won that category. No, now it's an achieved goal. So I put it here. I sing my own praises, because I know that if I don't do that, who will do that for me? Because just by singing them, by actually singing my own, it really keeps me going, to know that I can actually do it. I began to realize that when you do that, it's not always arrogance, it's not always boasting or whatever. It is actually telling you that you can do things that you set yourself to do. So that is one of those things. Achieved goals, guys. Let me tell you, I actually learned, I didn't come up with this one on my own. John Asaraf is the one who taught me that when you achieve something, remind yourself that you can do it. It only helps you going forward to continue, doing, at least going for your goals, achieving your goals. So that is the reason why actually I had this video, to say an office can make a difference as well. And basically that's all that I had today. And if you love or if you like my video, there are more to come, not necessarily about the office, but like I said in the previous ones, I'll be talking to other people who have retired as well, and those videos will be posted on this very channel. So I invite you and ask you to subscribe to my channel by pressing the subscribe button at the bottom, and also a bell on the right hand side at the bottom for notification, so that when new videos come, you can be notified. For today, thank you for watching.